Hello and welcome to day 12. Today we are continuing with torso and core stability. Let us begin with some breathing to center us and bring us here now. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhaling. Releasing out of the mouth. And one more breath in. And release. And resume comfortable breathing. I'm using this exercise to help us connect with our body, connect with our breath. Talked about the torso, talked about our core, torso, core, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, front and back, to remind us that our core is not just abdominal muscles, it's the entire torso. And the intention is that with these practices, we become more in tune with ourselves, in tune and connected with our posture. Back pain is one of the top complaints and health concerns globally and in the United States. And it's attributed to core weakness, instability, core mobility or immobility. And so that's why we integrated some exercises last session. And this session, we will review all of them. These are movements that we have done before. This time we have the opportunity to, I did this, focus a little more closely, hone in on what we're feeling, the sensations. I'm going like this. So maybe the first time you do an exercise here in this program, it's different, new. And the more often you practice, and I'm consciously using that word practice, every time that you do it, you are practicing becoming more familiar with the movement itself, becoming more familiar and more connected with your own body to understand what your range of motion is, what your mobility is, your flexibility, what your steady state is, normal state is, and then to notice differences after doing some of the exercises. So as I'm chatting with you, still conscious of your breathing, and as I was saying before, bring your attention into your body and notice your posture right now. As you breathe in and breathe out, our posture, any back pain, core, torso issues, affects our quality of life. It affects our mobility. It affects our independence. And so again, how are you seated? If you have sensation, lower body, feel your feet on the floor and moving up from your feet. Knees. What direction are the knees? Are they in the same direction as your toes? And I apologize in advance. I don't know if you can hear the doggy snoring. Knees are facing the same direction of your toes. Hips. Are they forward or a different position? Buttocks. Butt cheeks. Literally your butt cheeks, right? When I say that, then you know what I'm talking about. Is your body weight evenly distributed, right side and left side, or not? Without a right and wrong, right now we are bringing awareness. Can you feel? Is there a difference on one side in comparison with the other side? And continuing, honing in on different parts of the body. So from your butt, moving to the hips, moving up, belly, lower back. How does it feel? Are there any differences? And continuing to move up the body, noticing, are you sitting up tall or are you slouching? Since we're here in class together, perhaps you're a little more conscious. And my hope is that this carries over to everyday life. To notice, am I slouching? Am I rounded in the shoulders? Is my neck jutting out or any other things? It could be so subtle as the weight is more on one side and then making a little shift to even it out. So those are opportunities that you have to check in with yourself. Every time that we have our sessions together, we will be checking in together. We're moving towards summer. It is June 11th. It's getting warmer here where I live. Perhaps it's getting warmer where you're at. And it makes me think of the pool. Have you ever been to the pool with the kids out? And at some pools, I'm doing this as if it's a clock. Every hour on the top of the hour, 10 minutes to the top of the hour, they close the pool down and all of the kids have to get out of the pool, forcing them. It's a mandatory break to get out of the sun, to perhaps hydrate, reapply sunblock. That's the intention behind those. That is something that you could do for yourself. And some people even take it a step further and actually schedule it on their phone, a pop-up reminder. You can use the technology if you like using your phones. They can help us in some ways, right? And they can also, we get all rounded, but they can be of benefit. But overall, we need to be present and conscious so that we can take better care of ourselves. Another thing that you can do is old school. You could set an alarm or you can put post-it notes. I've got a friend. I've got a friend that uses post-it notes to organize things, reminders for oneself. Maybe you use your laptop often and you just stick a post-it note on the side of it or on your desk. How's your posture? You write something that reminds you right away. You look at it and go, oh, you check in and you make any adjustments that you need for yourself. So that's really good. Okay. So we have started to pay closer attention to our posture. All of the parts, I'm going all of the parts, from our head, from the top of our head down to our toes. One thing that you can think of with your alignment, ears in line with the center of your shoulder. To notice, are you out here? Bringing it back, that's what we do, that chin glide exercise, which we can do right now because it's such a good one. I try to do this regularly because my neck gets sore. I get on the computer and with this, I get into what I'm doing and I round and I round and I round and I round. Give yourself permission to take breaks. A lot of times we think we must do things. Have you ever heard that we are not human doings, we are human beings? Allow yourself to be present, to be in your body, to be aware of your posture, to be aware of the quality of your breathing. That's why we do these exercises too, that sometimes we forget and we're gasping, chin is forward, we've got this roundedness, and then we go, oh, wait a minute. Let me reassess, let me realign, let me reconnect, to recognize, to recognize what's going on right now. And this is where your power lies. This is how you move forward in your wellness journey by being present, by being aware to take care of yourself. So let us begin with our movements we did last time. For our torso, for our core, moving intentionally, slowly, and connecting our breath with our movement. Starting with the cat and cow, going like this. So as if your spine is a string of pearls and you are lifting yourself up just a little bit taller. And noticing your posture, how are you seated? Do you need to make any adjustments so that you are comfortable? Take the next few moments to do that, to make any adjustments. Maybe you need to adjust your hair, adjust your clothes, adjust your seat. That question that I asked earlier, is your weight evenly distributed on both of your buttocks, both of the thighs? If you have sensation, if you can feel that, can you even it out? And now we're breathing comfortably, inhaling and exhaling. There's a background of waves sound, and you can think of rising and falling, breath with the sound of waves. And we're going to rise, arching, chest comes forward, head comes back. We inhale, chin tucks, and we round. Inhaling, lifting up, exhaling as you can look up, you can look forward. What allows you to feel comfortable here? Tucking your chin to chest. You can have your hands on your thighs and slide them forward, getting a little more stretch in the upper back. Like I said, we're moving slowly, consciously. I like the word articulate. We are articulating the movement through each and every vertebrae in the spine. Rounding through, lifting and arching. There's a lift and a rounding. So you may have been awake for hours already today. But this is our opportunity to awaken our spine. One more time. Let's inhale. Allowing the body to arch. Chest comes forward. Shoulder blades draw together. Inhale, lifting tall and reversing the movement. Tucking your chin to your chest. Shoulders round forward. You can tuck your tailbone under. And then lifting up. A little pause in between to notice how you feel. And is there anything, a counter pose that you need to do? Just noticing what the body is asking for, and you are listening to your body. Gentle twists so that we're tall. Again, that lengthening of the spine, and then gently, I'm moving very small. Lifting and gentle twist. As we talked about in other sessions, we are easing into our movement without forcing. No need to force. There's no rush. We're taking our time, allowing ourselves to slow down. And we're consciously slowing down our breath, linking our breath with our movement. And as you continue to twist from the right side to the left side, you might just feel with this ease, gentle stretch, that the body will naturally open up even more without any strain. It feels so good. Listening to your body all the while, and also listening to the breath. How does your breath sound? Continuing with your twisting. Let us take one more round, twisting right to left, easing into your twist to where your body naturally wants to go. Wow, yes. Feels so good? Feels so good. Let's do two more. Thank you for pointing that out. Also remember, these are movements you can do throughout your day. Write them on your sticky note. Add them to your notes on your phone. Some place where you can see so that you'll be reminded, oh, that movement feels so good. Let me do this more often. Coming to center, little pause. How do you feel? How do you feel? So gentle movement, and we're going to do that modified plank where we came forward. So again, this whole idea, the string of pearls, lengthen, lift in your spine, take the forearms and can place them. Maybe you need to make adjustments in your chair. Place the forearms so that you can push your connection point. So I have this part of my forearm resting on the table here in front of me. I'm going to push that in as I keep lengthening the spine. I'm drawing my belly button in. I'm tightening the musculature. You can imagine it's like a belt. Cinching the belt from within while maintaining your breath. You're inhaling, you're exhaling, tightening the musculature. Inhaling, exhaling. And as you tighten, can you also continue that lift? Inhale, exhaling. Once again, take that inhale. So we're tightening, we're still holding that contraction. Exhaling, take a release. Is there something that your body needs from that? Maybe you need to do a few more cat and cows. Maybe you need to do a side bend. Maybe there is something else that your body needs. Have you ever done a body circle? I'll take you through it right now. So we're bringing the chest forward like we did with the cat and cow. Now bring the body to the side. And now round, tucking your chin to chest. Now you're bringing your body to the opposite side. And then come forward. So 4 connection points. Can you now connect them? Connecting all of these points so that you are creating a circle. This is a body circle. Getting into spine, chest and back, ribs, getting into the hips, exploring the full range of motion that is available to you. Let's change the direction. Front, side, back, side. And now blending these 4 points together to create a beautiful round circle. How round can you make your circle? How smooth can you make your circle? One more circle. Come back to center. Sit up tall. Once again, notice how you feel. Do you need to make any adjustments? Do you need to hydrate? You're taking care of yourself here in our sessions and most importantly, outside of the sessions. Taking bits, taking reminders to create an optimal routine, to optimize your routine, to know that the body needs to move. We get stiff. So little movements can really help a lot. So we'll continue. Yes, to the chin glides, learning to love the chin glides. Let's do the chin glide. Chin comes forward. Let's bring it. Feel free to close your eyes. Notice any sensations for those of you that have the tendency to slump. Engage your core. Like we did with that modified plank, you don't need to have your weight on your forearms. You can tighten the musculature as you glide. Notice, are you slouching? Is that slouch there? Is your body weight leaning on one side more than another side? Noticing, noticing, noticing. And as you move through, also that gentle, we're not forcing, we're allowing, encouraging, welcoming the movement to happen naturally. Yes, isn't that amazing? Something so simple as this exercise can make a big difference. Helps to relieve tightness and tension, and it brings more awareness so that you catch yourself. You catch yourself before you're sticking out like this for hours on end. Or maybe you start, oh, you catch it and you come back. So head and neck, all of these, your head, neck, all an extension of the spine, lower back. So if there's discomfort in one area, there might be discomfort in other areas. Ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Coming to center, notice how you feel. Let's roll the shoulders back. Keep that spine long, lifted. Engage your core. That's the front, that's the back, also the sides. Engage, meaning turn it on, fire it up, activate so that you're stable, stabilized by using the power within you, literally and figuratively. Let's take a stretch. So you can start by pushing your shoulder blades down. If you have space, you can take your arms back. If you have a back of your chair, you can use that. If it's comfortable to interlace your hands, roll the shoulder blades closer together, that is another option. Breathing deeply in and out and enjoying the stretch. And again, in the background, maybe you can hear the waves and you can use that as a guide. So that you inhale, there's a lifting of the chest, but then there's an expansion in the chest and the rib cage. And then when you're releasing, allowing the body to melt, melting any tension, melting away any tightness. And then we'll move to a short guided relaxation. So with our body scans, we did some movement. Hips, request for hips. Let's get into hips. So you can't see my hips, but imagine I'm placing my hands around my hips. Place your hand around your hips so that you can feel them. Connect a little more deeply with your hips. And we're going to rock and rock. You're lifting one hip up as the other hip stays in contact with your chair. A slight rocking motion from one side to the other side. Now, depending on our mobility, some people have function in lower body, some have minimal or compromised function in the lower body. To do what is best for you, again, my hands, I'm holding my hips and we're going to rock side to side. I'm going to rock front and back. Okay, so if it's comfortable, this movement is being initiated from the hips, that literally you're rolling on the buttocks and then leaning a little bit forward, and then you're rolling, tucking the tailbone under, rolling forward. Subtle, not so subtle. So if you just look from my shoulders up, it doesn't look like I'm moving, but if you actually look at the whole torso, yes, I'm moving, and not a lot. So there's an arching of the spine, there's a rounding of the spine, It's like the lower portion of the cat and cow. As always, easing, gentle, easy and gentle movement, easing into the movement, easing into the range of motion that is available to your body right here and right now. Let's do one more. So glad. Yep. Feels like it's getting smoother. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And if it's not getting smoother, give yourself some more time. And this is a new exercise that we're doing together. So I will do my best to come back to this again. Let's take one more tilting of the hips. They come back as the chest moves forward slightly, and then reversing, tucking the tailbone under, rounding in the hip area and lower back. Coming up to center, and then once again, that shifting side to side, just a little bit. Shifting, shifting. Pushing one buttock into the seat as one lifts just barely. You don't have, where you're literally feeling that shift in your body. One more each side. Okay. And now I'm going to take you through a short guided relaxation. Adjust for yourself, make yourself as comfortable as possible. If you have a cushion that you want to put behind your back for support, you can do that. If there's anything else that you need some upper body. And I invite you to close your eyes to allow you to go within. So you're not overly concerned with how you look, but more important is how does this feel for you? Sitting tall, comfortably, engaging your core to support you without any need for exertion. We're aware, we're conscious, we're lifted, we're supported. And if you have had the opportunity to get to the water recently, hearing the sound of water to soothe you, to soothe your body, to soothe your mind with each breath in and each breath out. Inhaling through the nose and releasing out of an open mouth. Allowing your breath to wash over you. Inhaling and releasing. Relaxation washing over you from your head down your face, relaxing your brow, your eyes, your cheeks, your mouth. The flow of breath washing down over your neck, down your chest, down your back. Rinsing over the arms, your hands. Let that relaxation continue to flow down the hips, down the legs, down the feet. And allowing any tension, any remaining tightness to be washed away with each exhale here. And saving this feeling of relaxation so that you can come back to it when you need. Slowly coming out of this, little bit of movement. You can rock your hips side to side. You can rock your whole body. So that the visualization of being by the water, it's like reeds, grasses that are in the water being moved, swayed by the water. We are being swayed from side to side. And then bring yourself to center. How do you feel? So good. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for taking care of yourself, for slowing down and giving yourself permission to breathe and to be more aware. Have a wonderful rest of your day.